guys, and welcome back for another class of our course about the complete introduction to data science with the use of Python and many other tools. So in today's class, we are going to learn some really interesting things that is called munging. So basically, this is an operation that you guys can perform with Pandas when you use it with Python. And what it does exactly, it's pretty simple. It will simply convert your plenty of file types into some other file types. For example, for the purpose of this course, we are going to convert an HTML file, a CSV file, into an HTML file. So you'll see it's pretty simple. So before we even start, we need to create our CSV file. So I'll ask you guys all to open up Excel and just create a small table that looks like this. So basically you need numbers, letters, and you can write any words that you want. Just create a basic table. And we can start like this to create our CSV file. When it's all done, really important, you need to save this file in CSV. So don't save it into Excel, because if you do, it's not gonna work. So really important, save it in CSV. All right, so when everything is done, simply create yourself a folder. So before even creating your file, you need to create a folder that you will save on your desktop, because you will need to know where exactly your file is stored. So as you can see, the file is stored right here. All right, so what we want to do right now is pretty simple. We want to write down the lines of code that will help us convert this file into an HTML file. So before we even start, we need to import Panda. So really important, import pandas as PD. All right, when it's all done, the next thing that we need to do is read our file. So before converting it, we need to ask Python to read our file. And in this case, let's name it color. So we want to read color. All right, so to read our file, we're gonna ask PD, so pandas, to read. And here we can choose what type of file we wanna read. So here we have CSV, Excel, and plenty of other file types that we can read. But we wanna read a CSV file. So it's gonna be the first one. And then we need to write down the location of our file. So you guys need to know exactly where your file is located. So as I said, the file location should be somewhere right. It should look something like here. So basically something like this. Basically, as you can see there, it should look something like this. All right, so your file location should be here. So you just open up your folder. Here you have your file location. Then you simply add another tab like this, and you write down your file name. So in my case, it's work. And don't forget at the end, write .csv, because if you don't do that, it's not gonna work. So really important, don't forget your .csv at the end. All right, then to be sure that everything works fine, you just need to run everything. And as you can see, if the process finished with exit code 0, this means that everything works perfectly. All right, so the next step would be converting our file into an HTML file. So how exactly we'll do this? It's pretty simple. So we will write down our color. So basically this is the name of our file, dot to what we want to convert it. So here we can choose to what exactly we want to convert it. We want to convert it to HTML. So we will write down to HTML. And how exactly we want to name it? Let's say we want to name it nice colors. So in this case, we'll just name it nice color. Here we go. Then we can run our file. And if everything works fine, you guys should receive a text file right here. If you open up the text file, you will see here you will have all the HTML code linked with your file. So as you can see, if we go right there, here you will find your HTML, you will find your file that should look like this. And this is the HTML code that is linked with your file. All right, next thing that we want to do, we want to create a HTML file, because this is a text file. So we will create an HTML file. We'll name it nice color 1. When it's done, we'll simply take all the code that we have here. So basically this is the code in HTML. We'll copy everything and we'll simply paste it here. So here we go. We have our HTML file here. So basically, when it's all done, you guys can run your code. So you can choose your web browser. In this case, I'm gonna run it with Mozilla. So as you can see, I run it right here and I have my tab right there. So everything works fine and perfect. So let's just compare the two files. So let's compare the two tabs, sorry. So basically I have my tab right here that I created, and this is the tab that have been generated as HTML code. So as you can see, it's really cool, and I'm able to convert my CSV file into an HTML file with a simple line of code. So as you can see, it's pretty interesting. Once again, what I'm doing right now is really basic level, so you guys should be able to do it. And if this is just basic level, usually you can do some really cool stuff when you get more advanced and when you practice more. So I hope you guys liked the Pandas part. So it's a really good tool, and if you guys learn how to master it, you'll see there is really interesting things that you can do with it. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.